Okay, so I wanted to give you a little update about how everything is set up, about what I'm doing, and how it's going so far. My groups have been fantastical. Like, I have been super impressed with how the kids have responded to everything. It's been great. I have really enjoyed the teaching part of remote learning, the part of being on the Zooms and getting to see their faces. And we use Seesaw, so I'm getting to hear their voices when just their individual voices when they do their like little videos to me and things. So at least I'm kind of getting that connection. And then on my check-in form, which I'll do a video about all my forms and the way that I run things, a separate video that I'll explain all of that a little bit more. But in my check-in form, one of the things that I say is there anything you want to tell your teacher? And I've had a lot of responses. Like, some of them are like, I love you. One told me they lost their first tooth, which is just precious. So I've really been able to connect with the kids through that check-in sheet and have a little bit of knowledge about what's going on. It's the same as whenever they come into my room every morning and they kind of spout out everything that's going on with them. That kind of gives me how they're feeling and how things are going. The work turn-in has been great. I have had to go into Seesaw and lock the assignments because I have kids they're going into Seesaw and going to activities and finding all the activities that I have in there. And those are my assignments for all next week, and some of them even for the third week. And I did that so that I could get ahead and have them in my plans, but now I'm having to assign them and say, like, it's only for this time. They can't see it until that morning or whatever. I didn't really think about that because when we're in the classroom and I tell them what to do, and I can just give them feedback right away. So that's a little bit different than whenever that they're at home working with their parents, because their parents don't, might not, they think they're doing work, and that's great. And so I don't want them working ahead because we haven't studied that lesson yet. In about 20 minutes, I have my morning meeting, and I'm actually going to put that in this video. I videoed one the other day, but my GoPro went dead, and so I didn't get to video the whole thing. So I'm going to video that this morning. It's really going well. I have really enjoyed my morning meeting. We do, the way I set mine up, and you'll see whenever that I do the video, I start out asking them like how the homework was, and I tell them to give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down. And then we go over the rules a little bit. I do a lot because I want them to get used to muting and unmuting themselves. So I do a lot with my mute and unmute. We mute and unmute and, back and forth. And then I do a little bit of would you rather, ask them some would you rather questions. Then we do a little scavenger hunt, and they go run and find things in their house. And then they share those things with me. And I say good morning to all of them. And then we have a little dance, which we haven't gotten to do the dance yet because it's been so, just trying to get everybody in, and it's taken so long. I don't want to lose their attention. So after the dance, then I read a book. Today I'm going to be reading Stand Tall, Molly Lou Mellon. And then at the end, I ask them questions about it. A lot of times I may not read the whole book. It just depends on time. And I just put the questions in here, and then if I don't get to it, I change out the slides for the next day to still have that same book in there, but then we'll talk about the questions the next day. Because like I said, I want it to be quick. It's about 20 minutes is what my goal is. Sometimes it has been 30 minutes just because of trying to get everybody in and get everybody situated and go over the rules. So, I will take you along on our morning meeting this morning. Like I said, it should be a fun time. And I can't let you see my computer screen, but you can see the view from here. So we'll go ahead and get started. And that way, maybe we'll get to our dance today. Remember, we haven't gotten to our dance yet because we've had so much other things to do that we haven't gotten a chance to do it. So keep your fingers crossed. Today will be the day that we'll be able to do our dance. So I'm going to do our good mornings all at one time today. Since I checked your roll off and you were able to change your names on there, I'm going to say, good morning, everybody. And you say, good morning, Miss Stevens. Are you ready? Okay, we're going to try it. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning, Stephen.
Oh, that was so good. Kiss your brains. That was so good. I loved it. Okay, I'm going to share my screen with you. Are you ready? Okay. I know. I love it. So good. Okay, so just like yesterday, I want you to give me a thumbs up if you were able to get on to drink. This is the only two things that I want you to give me a thumbs up for, okay? If you were able to get on to Lexia, that's the reading program, and you were able to do your test on Lexia and do your activities on Lexia, give me a thumbs up. Lots of you were, some of you weren't. If you were not, give me a thumbs down. So, before we get started, we're going to talk about our rules a little bit. So, this rule is, oh, there it goes. This rule is kind of for mom and dad or aunt and uncle or whoever's helping you too. Oh, here's somebody else coming in. Oh, I bet Savannah must have got kicked out because there she is again. She might have had some issues. Let me move that up. Okay, so no chatting while the teacher is talking. And I know for mom and dad, sometimes it's hard. You don't give them enough wait time and you want to repeat what I'm saying or help them out. Try not to help them. I will give them all the wait time that they need. I'll let them use their brains and do their thinking. But if you try to help them, then I don't know what they're able to do and not able to do. And I know that's so hard because I know when my kids were little, I didn't want to see them struggle and I wanted to help them. But when we're on Zooms, try to keep that down so that nobody else can hear that as well. And that way they can give me their voice and I can hear them and not like what the parents might say. And kids, I see you looking at mom and dad trying to get the answers, or to aunt and uncle. You got to look at me and just get the answers from your brain. This is like in class. Could you get your answer from your neighbor in class? Could you share their answer? No. So you can't share your mom and dad's answers. You got to get your own answers. Okay? Even if they're wrong. I like wrong answers. You know what? Sometimes the wrong answers are the best ones because it means you're thinking in a different way. I know. It sounds crazy, doesn't it? But it's okay not to always have the right answer. Miss Stevens is going to be happy that you're voicing what you think it is, because then I can help you if you don't understand something. If I don't know what you don't understand, I can't help you. So that's one thing. Lots of you are doing great in your lessons. You are muting yourself. You're turning on your video. You're figuring out how to put your name on. In fact, I think 100% has their name on there this morning. So you are doing great with that. Whenever that we're in our small group, you're doing awesome about, like, if you want to say something, you're unmuting yourself. And so that is fantastic. I am so proud of all the work that you've done with that. So proud. Okay, we are going to go to our Would You Rathers. Is everybody ready?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Okay, so you are going to hold your thumb up if you would rather become 5 years younger, and you're going to hold your thumb down if you would rather become 5 years older. So thumb up for 5 years younger, thumb down for 5 years older. Would you rather have a full suit of armor or have a horse?
Horse.
A full suit of armor or a horse? Good job. Okay. Would you rather be a master drawer or an amazing singer? A master drawer or an amazing singer? And remember, there's no wrong answers. They're all right. That's great. Good job. Y'all are doing so good with that. Okay, for our scavenger hunt today, I made it super quick, and we're just going to time for a minute. You're only going to get 1 minute to do this, even though the timer still says 2. You are just going to go and find something soft. Find something soft. Okay? Are you ready? On your mark, get set, go. Find something soft. I want everybody besides him to mute yourself.
Mute yourself.
So everybody mute yourself except for Grayson. Okay, Grayson, you tell us about your stuffy or whatever you got that was soft.
I got a snowman.
Oh, that is awesome. Okay, now you mute yourself, and then Peyton, you tell us what you have.
I got a stuffy kitten.
A stuffy kitten. That's awesome. Keelan, tell us about yours.
I got a pillow.
Can you hold it up? Where are you at? I can't find you. Oh, there you are. I see you. Maddox, tell us about yours.
I got a stuffed bear.
Cool. I love bears. I used to have a bear that I carried with me all the way to college. Piper Buff, tell me about yours.
I got a stuffed unicorn. He sleeps with me.
Oh, our timer did start, I guess. I didn't think it did. I think it'll stop in just a second. Well, I don't know where it's playing. It's not on my screen. There it goes. That was weird. It never played on my screen. It might be because I have all this going. Jax, can you tell us about yours? I can't actually see you, Jax. You don't have your camera on. I don't know if you... Let me see. Can you hear me, Jax? Can you show me your... Hang on. You're muted. Oh, a pillow. You got to unmute. You're on mute. Can you tell us about it? What'd you get?
It's a pillow.
Awesome. That is fantastic. Whitney. Tell us about yours, Whitney.
No. Do it. Same.
Did you tell us about it? I can't. Whitney.
I got a ball. Me too.
Okay, cool.
I like sweet over.
Oh, that's awesome. Diedrich, tell us about yours.
I got a soft little Pluto.
Oh, I love Pluto. He's so sweet.
And after was the Mickey Mouse one.
Oh, yes. Madeline, tell us about yours.
Very soft. I got a dash house.
Oh, and look how pretty it is. I love it. It's like rainbow colored. Sophia. So that message is a super good message. because it's talking about things that might be hard for you or that you think that you can't do, but guess what? You really can do them. And that's what that whole song was about thinking you can't do things and then finding out that you really can. So the book that we're going to read today is Stand Tall. Oh, I have it upside down. Stand Tall, Molly Lou Mellon. And with this book, I'm going to move you over just a little bit and exit that out. Molly Lou Mellon is a little girl who was little bitty. And her family, especially her grandmother, gave her some really good advice, just to be yourself. And that's something that we all need to learn to do. So I'm going to stop sharing my screen so that you can see just the book. And the name of the book, like I said, is Stand Tall, Molly Lou Mellon. And it's written by Patty LaBelle, illustrated by David Cottrell. Okay, so I need everybody to mute yourself while I'm reading. And we're only going to read a couple pages of it today. We'll read about half of it, and then we will finish it tomorrow on Friday. Stan? Do the assignments for today. Don't get crazy and try to do extras. Some of you have already done this, what I like about me, and it's not due until today. So you need to do your daily check-in. Just about everybody except for 2 did that yesterday, so that was great because I wasn't even on there to remind you. Well, I think I might have said it in the video.